I'm Ron Wilkey, and I decided to make a video telling you why you should change your password every 30 days. So, every year, or at least this year, 1.2 billion usernames and passwords were stolen. 1.2 billion with a B. That is crazy. First of all, how did this happen, and what can we do to stop it? Right? So this is why it happened, or how it happens most of the time. There are many ways, and I have different videos on hacking and penetration testing and SSL v3 vulnerabilities and all of that. But in general, it happens like this. Here's your bad guy. He's smiling. Those are supposed to be horns, by the way. And he will send an email to an employee or several employees asking them to click a particular link, right? So he'll send this email, and actually let me draw the employee. So this is the employee or several employees. And so when they click that link, obviously connected to a network, or connected to their computer, which is connected to the network, ABC. Now this bad guy has access to, oops, he didn't draw, access to the network. And on this network, guess what? A bunch of usernames and passwords in this database. So I'll write that right here, username and passwords. So now this bad guy has access to millions and millions of usernames and passwords. Just imagine all of the people who use, Twitter and Facebook and Dropbox and eBay. Tons of usernames and passwords are in their databases. All right, so what are companies doing to stop this? So you would think they know about this stuff. Yes, they do. So when you actually log in, and I'm gonna put a halo around you as well. I probably shouldn't do that, should I? You're no angel. All right, so anyway, when you actually log in, you have to put in your password. All right, so what companies are doing, they're adding a hash to it. Not to be confused with your Twitter hash. This is something different. This is more like an encryption key or something of that nature. So let's say your password is Ron. Companies are adding a hash, and let's say the hash is XYZ123. It wouldn't be something that simple, but just for this, example, I'm using that. And so now you have a password hash that is, R1ZXABN. Right? Now this password hash is what's actually stored in the database. So when this guy, bad guy, gets it, he's getting this. He's not getting your actual password. He is getting that. That right there. Very good. So I'm going to put this right over here, right up under him, because he's going to take that. Right? So the bad guy, he stole it, so he's very motivated. So he's just going to play with this. This guy is going to play with that. So what can he do with the password hash? Well, what he's going to try and do is reverse the hash. So he's going to basically try and guess your password. He's going to try and guess your password. And when he guesses your password, he's going to have the hash. So how does he guess your password? He's going to do some brute force techniques and use a dictionary attack. Basically, a dictionary attack is an automated process. I'm writing all this down. I don't know why. I could just say it. It's an automated process, and that automated process is going to test every single word in the dictionary, and even some words that aren't in the dictionary. In the dictionary. That's why when you do your password, you're supposed to put numbers and symbols inside of your password, and not just the name, but you may say Ron is great versus just Ron. Or Ron is great 01, or Ron 081 is great, whatever. But you want to add some stuff to it, so that this dictionary attack won't be successful. But let's say it is successful. So now he's figured out that the password is run because of this dictionary attack. So now he has the hash, which is X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. And he can take that and decrypt all of the usernames and passwords in the database. That's how they do it. But wait a second, companies know this. I know this. So what do companies do to stop this? So to stop that, companies are adding something called a SALT. S-A-L-T. Actually, it's called salting. And I'll put it up here above the employee. They're doing salting. So they add the SALT to your password. So now instead of run, it's something like run x3y. Right? So this SALT in the added to the run x3y will now give you a password hash with a SALT. And so now it looks something more like this inside of your password hash. And this is actually saved in your database. So how can the attacker defeat this? Well, I can't make a video long enough to show you how to do that, but trust me, it's possible. So what else are companies doing? So what some companies are doing, they have things like an IDS, intrusion detection system, an intrusion prevention system. Basically, when they are monitoring the network and different accounts, and also management protocols, that's what I'm looking for. So they have access management protocols as well, and logging. So basically what they're doing is they're monitoring the networks, monitoring the different accounts, and when something happens, especially if it's based on the IP address and your location and time, and if it's something different than what you're used to actually doing, like let's say you're in New York, all your purchases are in New York, and 1 minute later your purchase in LA. Well, it's pretty much impossible for you to travel from New York to LA in 1 minute. So that should be a red flag, unless time zone is not accounted for. You can actually change your password, because like I said, 1.2 billion have already been stolen. So if you change your password, they'll have to do all of this over again, and it makes it just a lot harder for them to actually use your account information if they don't have your correct username and password. And that's why you should change it every 30 days. I'm Ron Wilkey. Thanks for listening.